Aloha everybody, I'm Kaiwaza. Welcome back to my channel, and we're going through my Exotica records today. We're on the letter D, Martin Denny, and today we will wrap up Martin Denny, the last of his albums, sort of the king of Exotica music. Yeah, and today, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm wearing a shirt that says Don Tiki Bar, which I thought was very appropriate for today. So Martin Denny, let's continue. This is one of the later ones also. Martin Denny, 20 Golden Hawaiian Hits on Liberty Records. There is Mr. Denny at the piano. Again, this is an album that I really like. It is somewhat of a departure from his usual stuff in that it's not really exotic, but these are a lot of standard of the Hawaiian type songs. Lovely Hula Hands, My Little Grass Shack, Aloha Oi. There's also some nice compositions, less heard. Diamond Head, Hawaii is Waiting for You. I think this might actually be written by Denny. Hawaiian Village is nice. Yeah, those are his compositions. Polite Cocktail Jazz, really nice arrangements though, nice treatments, and you don't normally hear these songs this way, so I really like this album. I appreciate this one. 20 Golden Hawaiian Hits. Again, not a record that I see all that often. I don't know why. Here's also an interesting album from him. Martin Denny, Enchanted Isle, right? Yeah, the Enchanted Isle. Now, there's a reason you don't see this record around very much. It is later. Is there a date on it? I mean, he's rather older here. 1982, so we're talking about somebody who was initially recording the late 50s. 1982, and this is an album, a Japanese album, right? Liberty? I don't know. You know, I heard somewhere that this was just a Japanese release, but it's all in English. So I'm not really sure about that. And it is on Liberty, USA. I don't know, it didn't get widely circulated, or I guess by 1982, people were not really into Exotica. I mean, and it had not undergone a revival at that point yet, so this album didn't really go anyplace, but it's a wonderful album, and it's really a return to his roots. I mean, this is real Exotica with the bird calls and all. Happy Island, Enchanted Isle, Sugar Train, Tahitian Sunset, Adventures in Paradise. Love this record. And then this would be one of his last, this may actually be his last vinyl recording. I think there was a CD after this. 1980. Oh, well, that was 82, so that would be later. This is 1980. I don't know what I'm thinking. But this was done while this is just solo, really. This is just Martin Denny playing the piano, like in a piano bar. It's not a live recording, but like in a piano bar. When he was working at the Wailea Beach Hotel on Maui, which we see here. So, From Maui with Love, this is Martin Denny, later life. And it has Quiet Village, the piano version, Maui Waltz, Return to Paradise, some songs that he had done before, but just strictly piano renditions of them. Again, pretty rare recording. You don't often see it because it was done out of a smaller label, First American, out of Seattle. So I don't know how widely distributed it was. And then we just wrap up Martin Denny with some of the kind of compilation albums. Now this is an album on Sunset. Most of his on Liberty, I should say. Oh. Okay, this is a later one. Exotica Today. There's the group. Again, these are just pop songs. I guess this isn't a compilation. Just pop songs. Strangers in the Night, Cloudy Summer Afternoon, Laura's Theme from Dr. Zhivago, given the Exotica treatment. Now, these ones. Okay. This is on Sunset. Sunset, again, was a budget label of Liberty, so they would like reissue stuff from Liberty Records. And this is Exotic Night, Martin Denny, and there's nothing new on this album. This was just like compiled from previous released things. Scarlet Mist, A Night in Tunisia, Love at Sight, Magic is the Moonlight on the Sunset label. Yeah. And finally, just a couple of compilations. The very best of Martin Denny on United Artists. And Golden Greats on Liberty, which also is just like, greatest hits or whatever. Cast Your Fate to the Wind, Quiet Village, Hawaii Tattoo. And this, you see this on some of my records, means it came from Django's in Portland, Oregon. Used to have 3 for $1 bins, and that's what the sacrifice you paid for getting it for 3 for $1 was they wrote 3 on it. And that place is no more, but that was a wonderful store when I lived there and got many, many records there. And quite a few at 3 for $1, actually. So if you are interested in Martin Denny, I should say, and you don't have a turntable and you're not into vinyl, there was a lot of Martin Denny music reissued on CD. A lot. And I'm sure there's quite a bit available for download places. But, if you're into CDs or that is more accessible for you, lots and lots of his albums were reissued on CD. So you can check out any number of places for that. And I think that's all the Martin Denny. There is something came later, a CD called, I think it was just a CD. I don't think it was released on vinyl, called Baked Alaska. That was later in his career also, but I don't have that one yet. So anyway, let's check out some samples from these albums. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Look through Martin Denny, and that concludes the letter D in both Hawaiian, Exotica, and South Pacific. So letter D is wrapped up, and that means that it's time to draw for the new letter to see what letter of the alphabet we will go to next, because I'm just going to go randomly. So I have my handy list of letters that I've already covered, because I can't even remember it. And we'll do it the traditional way, which is just that I take the book I'm reading and draw a letter and see where we will go. And the book I'm reading now is a fabulous book, Dracula the Undead, the sequel to the original classic, sort of like Dracula Continued, and it's actually not a bad book. So let's see, I'll just mysteriously, where will the gods take us next? The letter L. The letter L. So next time we will begin with Hawaiian records whose artists begin with the letter L.